You'll all know something about New York City and probably something about the actor Kevin Kline, but maybe know little, if anything, about Patricia Beard. She is an internationally acclaimed American author, perhaps best known for her two books about high finance. Firstly, Blue Blood and Mutiny, The Fight for the Soul of Morgan Stanley, and the story of the great 1905 Wall Street scandal of the Gilded Age, After the Ball. She lives in upstate New York with her husband, and they were on their way back there from London in November 2007 on the same flight as me. And not just the same flight, but in the adjacent seats to mine. They were reading through and commenting on some book reviews, and something she said triggered a comment from me, without wishing to be seen as an eavesdropper, of course. She introduced herself as the published author, and I confessed I didn't know of her work. Not that she minded at all, and my abiding memory of her at that moment was of a thoughtful, interested, and most interesting lady. Delightful company. Her husband was equally delightful, and we took a stand-up break talking about soccer for a good 20 minutes. We said goodbye in the security queue at JFK with Mrs. Beard wishing Sue good luck on her endeavours. Sue was not on the plane with me as she was running the New York Marathon that day, and I was due to join her as prearranged in a bar on Broadway that evening. Now, if that's not romantic, what is? I took the train from the airport into central New York, alighting at 46th Street. Coming up to street level and looking up to see some real skyscrapers. Wow! My lodgings, unlike Sue's swanky hotel, were a 5-minute walk from there. I had time to check in, do a quick change, let Sue know I was in town, and walk back to Broadway to locate the prearranged bar. En route, I passed a theatre, at which Kevin Kline was taking the lead role. I stopped to read the billboard, and who should walk past me at that moment but Kevin Kline. I said, "Hi," as you do, and he wished me good evening. So the one and only time I met Kevin Kline was one November late afternoon in 2007 in New York City. The reason that Sue was staying in the swanky hotel was because she had gone to New York a few days in advance of the run to acclimatise with a group of runners, all organised by an event company. I followed on run day itself with a view to spending a few days seeing the sights together. Walking into the bar on Broadway and seeing Sue animated with a glass of Guinness in her hand and that smile as she saw me, well, just one wonderful and unforgettable moment. We walked and walked for the next few days the length and breadth of Manhattan, taking in Central Park, Bleecker Street, Ground Zero, and climbing via the high-speed elevator to the top of the Rock, the roof of the Rockefeller Center. We ate American portions. It was balmy, late autumn weather. We were truly blessed. Sue ran the marathon in 4 hours, 54 minutes, thereby getting her name in the New York Times for her sub-5 hours finish. A great experience all round for both of us, and a visit which we must repeat at some point. And I am currently reading Patricia Beard's book, After the Ball. It's a masterpiece of boardroom battles, excess and intrigue. She has an impressive eye for detail.